Dressing for success is not only for job interviews, it's for going outside. The technology has improved so much in the last 10 to 15 years that you don't necessarily have to be wet and cold and windblown to be outside. You can be very comfortable and get much more enjoyment of the outdoors. You always hear about layering. Well, layering is a term that implies that you have different layers in your body that you can shed layers, put more on, and keep yourself very comfortable. Your first layer, generally to stay warm, is a layer next to your body that will move moisture away from your body. It can be for the top or for the bottom. And all it does is move moisture away from your body and keep your body dry and comfortable. Your next layer is your insulation layer. And that is just a layer around your body that keeps air trapped next to your body and keeps you warm. It can be pants, it can be a shirt that allows air to be trapped, and this one also has windproof and waterproof properties. So it can be worn as an outer layer or an inner layer that will keep you warm in many different situations. Your next layer is your outside layer. And this system has an insulation layer and a coat that can be wrapped right around it. And the outside layer just keeps you waterproof with Gore-Tex or with many different modern materials that will allow you to stay nice, warm, dry, and the wind not blowing on you. And this one also has bibs that are attached to it that it can rain on me, the wind can blow, and it doesn't necessarily get to my body, allowing me to stay very nice and warm. The days of a thick coat are kind of over. We want to have layers so we can take them off during the whole outdoor process. This coat is all waterproof, windproof on the outside. It has those properties, and it has a down coat on the inside that we can zip in or zip out that will allow us to stay nice, warm, and comfortable. This is a Carhartt coat and a Carhartt pair of bibs that is traditionally worn as workwear, but you don't have to buy all new clothing to go outside. You can wear what you have. And these are very good at keeping the wind off you and keeping you warm and insulated. Since we're on outer layers, we have safety considerations. And in Iowa, we wear fluorescent orange. The reason we wear fluorescent orange is so that we're seen. If you look in our natural environment, you don't see orange typically. So for deer hunting, we have to wear an orange vest, an orange coat, an orange pair of coveralls, something that allows us to be seen. Our pheasant hunting, also, we have to wear a 50% blaze orange article, and this one has many pockets and things that allows us to do that process. While hunting in a tree stand, a full body harness is recommended. This is a parachute style harness that has straps under the legs and is tethered to the tree. It is the safest of any fall restraint system as it is designed to hold you upright. When heading outdoors, depending on your trip, you'll want to pack water, a first aid kit, snacks, a compass, extra clothes, and even a camera. And our binoculars, I love to carry binoculars because I like to see what is around me. They make many different holders for your binoculars. This one goes over your head, and it clips in the back. And the nice thing about the modern binocular holders is that when you bend over, they stay by your body. And you can bend over and it doesn't move. Some specialty things is different kinds of camouflage. I don't care what brand it is. Camouflage just allows you to blend into your environment, and this is white, allowing you to blend in with snow. And a top and a bottom. All right. Where we lose most of our heat is through our hands, our heads, and our foot. So we have waders that allow us to walk in the water. These are neoprene, so they are waterproof, and they are also very, very warm. You can also have hip boots that come up to your hip and allow you to walk in water that's a little less deep. Staying on the footwear category, we have different types of footwear to wear in the outdoors. We have rubber or neoprene boots that are waterproof and allows you to walk in water that is to a certain depth. And they're also very warm because neoprene just holds in a lot of heat. These are my pack boots. Pack boots stay very, very warm. They have a huge degree of insulation. So when it gets really, really cold, this is my go-to. For everyday use, 365 days a year, I wear a hiking boot like this, and the current technology is to put Gore-Tex in them. Gore-Tex is a membrane that allows moisture to escape, but it is also waterproof that will not allow water to come back into the boot. So they're very comfortable to wear over a long term. Also on the boot, these are gaiters, and in Iowa, we have snow, and I don't like snow to get down on my boot. So a gaiter goes right around the top of your boot and connects right below your knee so you can get in deep snow and the snow doesn't go down on your boot. Alright. Now we get to our hands and our head. And one pair of gloves does not serve all purposes. But again, in today's day and age, with modern technology, we have Gore-Tex, so we have waterproof gloves, we have very well insulated gloves that allow you to wear a light pair of gloves to do certain outdoor activities during the early fall, and we have heavy gloves that will keep us very, very warm. On a side note, gloves and mittens. Mittens do not have all the fingers. If you do not need the dexterity for what you are doing, mittens will keep you warmer because it'll allow all your fingers to stay together. That's our gloves. Our socks. Socks are important. And just wearing one thick pair of socks and stuffing your shoe full of sock does not keep you warm. You need trapped air in your foot, and that keeps your whole foot warm. And you need it to be dry. So we have different materials. If we just have a short cotton sock, the problem with this kind of sock is it's big on the top and it will come down onto your foot. If your whole sock is around your toe, it's not keeping your foot warm. So that's not going to keep your foot warm. If you have something that is light all summer, nice and thick in the heel, nice and thick in the toes, it'll keep you comfortable. This is a boot sock that is very, very long, goes almost up to your knee, and it usually doesn't fall down and it doesn't cause any chafing around the top of your boot. This is a wool sock. That is what I would really recommend most days because wool keeps you very nice and warm. Even if it gets wet, it's still going to keep you warm. It's going to stay up. So a quality sock is huge. Getting on quality cost. If you want good clothing is not cheap. Do you need the best equipment possible for every day? No. Go out and enjoy the outdoors. Our headgear is dependent upon what we're dealing with. If we just want a light stocking hat, if it's a day like today that it's 50 degrees out, this would be a great choice. If it gets really cold, this has a Gore-Tex windstopper membrane in it that it is very warm and it has a Berber fleece on the inside so it'll keep you very, very warm. When it gets really, really cold, we get into a thicker Balvacata. It has a neck protection on it. It allows your breath to get out, so you use different things for different purposes. Now we've talked about all staying warm. Well, every day in Iowa is not cold. We have all summer that is nice and warm, and we don't want to wear the same gear. And I see so many people go fishing in a t-shirt and no hat and they come back all sunburned. We don't have to deal with that anymore. We can wear a wide brim hat, keeps us in the shade all day. We can wear some type of sandal. You also want to wear sunscreen in the summer because your toes will get sunburned and your ears will get sunburned, so you want to wear sunscreen for those purposes. And these are very, very light pants so that they do not produce any insulation properties. And they also zip off halfway in between, so if you're out there and you get really hot, you can make them into shorts. And this is a long sleeve shirt, polyester, nylon, doesn't retain any heat, and since it's light colored, this one's white, or I have yellow ones and things too, and they will reflect all that heat back into the environment rather than keep it on you. Clothing is a very important piece to enjoying the outdoors. These items will allow you to stay comfortable and protected while you are out in the elements. Best of luck on your next hunt, and we'll see you in the field.